Hello, welcome back everyone. It's been a while, but fear not, I'm still here, and our broken keyboard is also here. I got the oscilloscope, finally it arrived. I was so happy to plug it in to check what is happening. So finally I can have a proper readout on the I2C. And guess what? As soon as I connect oscilloscope to the clock, the trackpad stops working. So I have absolutely no idea what is wrong with it. We can take a look right now. So for example, okay, let's see, where are we? All right, over here. So now I have it plugged in, but the probe is not connected to any of the I2C. So I think now it should work. No, it doesn't. It was working just... Okay, now it works. Great. Funny thing is that I have also plugged in so this is basically full-featured keyboard, I would say, because I have two I2C expanders hooked in, and just like before, I have this wire. So okay, maybe to simulate like a better keyboard, maybe I should get one more breadboard and then have like a split breadboard. Let's see how it goes. But okay, now it kind of works even with this plugged in. Yeah, okay, it still works. But for example, let's see, let's plug in the oscilloscope. This. Alrighty, so where are we? There's supposed to be... Okay, this is... Okay, that's not it. Okay, this is a clock. And okay, as you can see, we do have some clock. I was expecting a little bit better readout, but it's good as it is, I suppose. Of course, this thing doesn't work anymore. Oh no, it works. Okay. Oh, that is weird. Okay, let's see, because I was trying before the stream and it didn't really work. If I switch it off, because it was off, it still works. Oh, must be some kind of a Christmas miracle. See, there should be space on this one somewhere. Okay, yes, that's fine. Okay, so to simulate the whole thing better, I think I will grab just one more breadboard, then we can move one more I2C expander to the other breadboard, and we can make one more mini jack to connect over there. Yeah, so then I'll have like a full split keyboard, even like for some future testing. I will be right back. So here we are, one more. Let's see. Okay, should be good. Alright, so I need one more plug. Actually not a plug, but a socket, like this. Yeah, and I also haven't figured out this little fella. I think I'll move it away. So this is this magnetic encoder. I was trying to figure out how to make the magnetic switch work. Sadly, didn't make it far. Oh, we can check it out today as well, maybe that's a bit later. I think I will need to grab some more wires. Alright, so I guess we can use that. Maybe I'll have more space on one breadboard. Okay, so this setup is basically something like our keyboard, like Chordie. So we have two halves, left and right. So now I'm gonna connect with TRRS. Okay, and see what happens. Yeah, of course it works. But it shouldn't actually. Yeah, so that is super odd right now. Okay, what do we have? Okay, so not even the probe is hooked up. Yeah. Looks like I can move it. Okay, so let's take a look. If we hook up a probe, is it? Like this? Does it still work? And it's dead. Yes, awesome. Well, at least it didn't bug out when I connect all those parts together. What do we have on the... Okay, is it just me or there is no clock at all? Oh, that would be odd. Because line is flat. Let's do auto. Yeah, so that is a little bit odd. Let's do it like this. Okay, now we have a proper clock. Is it gonna work? Yeah, but the trackpad is still dead. Yeah, that's funny. You know, now we have a clock and everything is as it was. Except for the trackpad not working. Okay, do we have any reading? Yeah, so I2C is working okay because I was able to read key from the I2C expander, so it is only this thing that's refusing to work. It's a bit odd because it says the frequency is like 320 kilohertz. I don't know if this is like a correct measurement. But I think the frequency should be no more than 100k because I guess that's what's set up, or at least should be set up. Let's take a look. Just too much tools. Too many tools. Not enough space for anything. Alright, so where were we? Okay, one more thing I wanted to try. Okay. Be right back. Seems like I still can't do 360p on Twitch. Okay, so this is for AVR, so I think we're gonna have to change it like that. So what I would like to check is how to set up the correct frequency for I2C. I think it should be somewhere over here. Config.h, yeah. Let's see what does QMK say about it. Oh, hey there, Chord Creations. How are you doing today? Okay, there was one defined somewhere. Oh yes, this one. Kind of stuck. I still can't get this trackpad to work. So it's, I don't know, 4th stream. I'm trying to get it to work and it's still behaving kind of odd. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I connect the other half, it stops working. Sometimes it works with both halves. Very difficult to figure out what's wrong. Okay, so I think I can override this. So what I would like to try is to change the frequency, because I don't know what is the default. Like right now I got a reading over 300. So maybe if we go down to 100, that would be okay. But at the same time, for AVR, I think it was default 400. If I am not mistaken, yes, over here. Okay, anyways, let's drop it over here. Okay, so we're gonna go with RP2040, not the trackball, but with Azotec. This one, let's change to 700, it was better. Okay, I guess that should do the trick. Okay, alright, wrong. I guess it's the wrong config. Ah yes, I still have to change rules. So we don't want this one. Okay, we need this. Okay, what was this raw enable? Okay, raw HID. So, okay, I don't need that. So let's uncomment this for the Azotec. And this should be everything that we need. Let's see. What's the compiler gonna complain about right now? Oh yeah, so it's the same odd issue. Like, I don't understand why. Okay, I have this. Okay. I thought I comment this out. Okay, is it gonna be okay? Nope, it's not. Why does it cling to those num? I mean to those diodes. We are not using them. Okay, so now true is undefined. How cool is that? Yeah, but that shouldn't be the case, should it? Let's try. Should it be uppercase or lowercase? Have I made a mistake? Okay, firmware too large. That is funny because we are not compiling for AVR anymore. It should be this. So why did it compile for AVR? Okay, so we don't have this, right? So it shouldn't really compile. Have I changed the name? Yes. Okay, so the name is correct. Okay, I think I might know what's the issue. Let me quickly check what's on the server. It might have happened that I just uploaded like multiple files, even though I changed the name. Yeah, so it's not the right one. Okay, no problem. Okay, that was fast. Yeah, so I suppose that might be the issue. Okay, now I should have everything correct. Alright, yes, so now we have proper output. Alright. So the question now is, what would be the frequency? Is it gonna even change? Okay, now we have around 100k. 19, okay, depends. Yeah, so we are around 100k. Okay, so looks like it helped, maybe. Okay, I wonder how it's gonna relate to the trackpad. Do we have anything? Still dead. God damn it. How about I2C on the expander? The other one over here. Okay, so I2C works. We have around 100k on the I2C bus, and trackpad is dead. Okay, so there is one more thing we can do. Because currently I'm a little bit lost. So we tried like a lot of different setups, like on the keyboard, on the breadboard, and there's always something wrong as soon as we connect something. So I am thinking maybe we can take a look, because there is this pin over here, which is called ready. And from what I read, it should be, I think should be high when there is any data to be read from I2C. So maybe if we hook up oscilloscope to it, maybe we'll be able to see if there is anything really on if the board is really working just like on some odd issue, or if the board is like completely not registering any kind of attach. Because I am slowly running out of ideas. Yeah, and I also have the bigger one. I also have the 63, I think it's yeah, TPS 63, so it's like a bigger brother. We're gonna give it a shot as well. Maybe there is something wrong with this one, absolutely no idea. Okay, so I'm gonna be needing one more pin, I suppose. One. Maybe there is some kind of a bug with QMK, and that's why it's not reading, but like, at the same time, I don't think it's like too complicated to read it out. So yeah, difficult to assess what is wrong. A very odd situation, I have to admit. Okay, so I have the ready pin over here. So let's hook it up to our probe. Hope everything is holding up. See what happens. Okay, so it's giving us some output. Let's see on outer range what we're gonna get. Okay, not bad. Okay, so oh, now it's funny because it works right now. Take a look. Yeah, so now it works. All right. Let's take a quick look on the datasheet. Maybe I missed something. Maybe something must be hooked up, but we didn't, and that's why it's so wrong. From what I read on the datasheet, they mentioned something that pulling for the tracking motion is not really a good idea. It's better to use the ready pin and then initiate readout through I2C. But I don't think we have this luxury. I'm not quite sure which one was it, which datasheet. Okay, so the report rate is not really anything that will bother us. Okay, fast I2C. So we are down to 100k right now. Okay. I wonder if they're gonna mention anything over here. Okay, PCB, so that's not important. Okay, overlays. Okay, I guess there is nothing here, but there was something over here. As far as I can remember. Okay, that is interesting. Which one? I think we have this one, right? Okay, they support all of them. So makes me wonder which one is what. Okay, so 65 is IQS 550. Okay, so that's like the top tier over here. So we have like the most channels. Yeah, we should take a look at it as well. I don't think I even unboxed it yet. Alrighty, so what I would like to take a look is what do they want from I2C? Okay, so there is some note for SCL for the clock. They don't say anything about the data. Okay, ready. Well, they don't mention if it should be biased. Should we connect this to something or not? I think I'm getting allergic to this stuff. Okay, gestures, that's not that exciting. Okay, reset, software reset, hardware reset. A2C wake. Okay, so that's what we are looking at. Okay, so it's active high. Yeah, so we can see that. It works. Yeah, okay, so they say that the ready should be connected on interrupt on change input for easier implementation. Yeah, funny thing is that now it works. When I hook it up to the oscilloscope, now it works. No problem at all. and that's pretty much it. They don't really say much. Yeah, so it will just go low if we don't read anything out of it. So okay, so that's quite a lot of stuff that we don't really have any influence on. I think most of it should be implemented in QMK. Yeah, so I guess this is what we are having right now. So it's high when there is data to read. And that's pretty much it. So I don't think it should be biased or anything. Okay, let's see what happens if I unplug the probe. It still works. It's so odd. There is... now it doesn't matter. So the same setup just minutes ago wasn't working at all. Then I hook up the probe, then it was working. Now without the probe it still works. So actually the only difference is that we have a wire over here on the ready. That's the only difference. Now it's fine. I don't get it at all. Okay, not anymore. Now it's dead, like out of the blue. No change at all. And now I hook it up, ready pin. I hook it up to the ground. And now it seems to be working. So could it be? Could it be the issue here that like we have no... It has to be hooked up to something? Okay, it works. Yeah, and the funny thing is that on this I have all the resistors, so I think if you check what is the resistance between I2C or SDA compared to VCC, so it's rather low. I think it's like 2.2 or something like that. Let's change mode to multimeter and okay, what do we have? Okay, we have ohm. if I can grab it like that. So from SDA to VCC we have what? Yeah, 2.4 kilo ohm. And it's the same thing with the clock. Yeah, 2.4. So previously I have removed all of them on my keyboard, and the only pull-ups that were left were on this. So I think this one has 4.7. Okay, let's hook it up again. Okay, it still works. Right, that is very confusing. Well, I could plug it back in to the keyboard and just hook up this ready pin to the ground. I mean, on the datasheet they don't really mention anything that it should be pulled up or pulled down. Well, since it's active high, then I would assume it should be pulled down, maybe, to make sense. Okay, all right. So what I'm gonna do now? I'm gonna check the bigger one, the 63. Yeah, and I think then we can maybe try plugging it back to the keyboard and see what happens. And this time I will connect the ready pin to the ground, most probably. Maybe this would help. Alright, is it still working? Yes, it's still have output. That's so cool. I like it because it's very precise. Yeah, it's great. Very nice. Okay, one more try. Let's unplug and plug it back in. Okay, and it works. Okay, so let's give a try for the bigger one. These wires, they look like they are about to break and fall off. Okay, anyways. So that's the bigger brother. Oh, I think I used it already. There is no solder over here. I have restocked these. I bought like 10 packages. I will have plenty for prototyping. And now in my luck, this is the last time I'm using them. And that will be the end of prototyping. Okay. Now I can at least choose a color. Red one. the SDA. Now I have more colors, I can be more picky. Color I want. And the green. It. I think this time around I got a little bit different wires. Okay, I wonder how this one will behave. Okay, it's done. I think it's holding okay. Alright, so ground, power, one sec. It sounds like delivery. Okay, power this clock. Which one is it? I think that's data. This one is clock. Nope, the other way around. Data. I wonder what will happen if we try to boot it up with the wrong firmware in a way, because the size is wrong. Or maybe it will work either way. Okay. Nothing. Alright, that is kind of expected. But before we change firmware, how about we try adding one more wire and hooking up the ready pin to the ground. I just need to make sure if I hook it up correctly. Data and clock. Okay, so yeah, looks like it's okay. All right. I didn't change anything. All right. So let's make a proper firmware for it. Okay, so I think we just need to include this. Let's do it like that. Okay, I think that's all we need. No errors. Can you believe it? Okay. This one doesn't work. I wonder what's the problem. I feel like I have something misconfigured here. Okay, so I was right, so it's different. This is data. Clock. That's the ready pin. Okay, now we should have something. Yeah, okay, it works. That's funny because it works even without having the ready pin hooked up. Okay, so one more thing, because it might seem like I have misconfigured this one. Clock goes here and data goes here, and everything will stop working soon, most probably. I'd like to have one more wire on the I2C expander. So much trash. What was I? Yeah, I would like to check what was the one of the pins that we can use to have any kind of an output on Chordie. Okay, here we are. So on the right side we have what? We have A6. Okay, so that's our space over here. And okay, A6 on the left would be also good pick. That would be one of the letters. Okay. So now let's make sure that we have both halves working. On this side we should have space. Okay. And on this side we should have some kind of a letter. Maybe R or T. Okay, T. That's fine. Okay, so we know that both halves work right now. What about this? Oh, what a surprise. This thing works as well. Yeah, and even without this wire, without the ready, very odd. Okay, so does it mean that it's gonna work right now with the keyboard? Right? Okay, and now it stopped working, I suppose. Yeah, so there's no output from this. How about the rest of the keyboard? Should be fine. Looks like the wire just broke off. Okay, cool. Yes, I was right saying that those wires, they look like they're gonna break soon, because they really are breaking. So it looks like it's not a good idea to chop off the pins and try to use them as a wire to soldering. One should last a little bit longer. Okay, so do we... Okay, now it works. It's a very odd device, I have to say. And now it doesn't. Okay, let's see. And now it works. One more time. And now it doesn't, so every second time. Okay, let's see the rest of the keyboard. So we should get what, T? Yes, we have T over here and a space over here as well. Yeah, correct. All right, so let's hook up the ready pin to the ground. I'm not sure if it's gonna help with anything. Anyways. Okay, now it works. If I unplug and plug back in, it works again. Okay, also makes me wonder, because if we take a look on the datasheet, we have this, there is also a reset pin, which is active low, from what I can tell. Stuff. Where is it? So it's not really specified over here if it should be pulled up or pulled down. Well, I would assume if it's active low, then it should be pulled up. Okay, we can take a look. Let's see. Because on here, we can test the reset and see what is the resistance between reset and, for example, VCC or ground. Then we'll be able to tell if it's pulled up, pulled down, or if there was nothing done with it. This is VCC. Okay, 0. Sure. Okay, it looks like clock just fell off. Yeah, it's over there. Okay, anyways, okay. So from here. Okay, so I2C is pulled up. We have 4.7. What if we check, for example, our ready pin? This one is not pulled up. I mean, it's not pulled down and it's not pulled up. Yeah, so there's no connection between. How about reset? Also no connection. Yeah, 1 mega. Oh, so reset is pulled up. We have 10K pull up. Okay, that's a surprise. So we don't have to bother with the reset. Well, technically the ready pin, it doesn't really make sense whether it's pulled up or pulled down because it's an output anyway. So that shouldn't make any difference. But the funny thing is, if I hook it up to ground, then it seems to perform better. Here's the clock wire, it just came off. Where are we? But I have to say, it feels like it's a little bit choppy maybe. Because it's pressing. Alright, now it's vanished. I think some mouse key just got blocked. Let's go back. Okay, now it's better. Yeah, looks like with the ready pin hook up to the ground, it works every time. And if it's not hooked up to the ground, then it doesn't. Then it's like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, which is kind of odd. Okay, I think it's done. Does it just stop working? Come on. It looks like the whole keyboard just got stuck because there is no output at all. Yeah, okay, so maybe it's not the sensor issue. Okay, now it works. Okay, so is it really something with the ready pin? I have no idea. The spec sheet doesn't say anything, and also doesn't really make any sense to pull it up or down. I mean, up maybe not because it's active high, so pulling it down kind of makes sense, but at the same time it's an output pin, so chip is not really reading out of it anything. So technically it should make no difference, and the reset pin is pulled up, so it's not like we have a floating reset and it's resetting the device, which sometimes might happen if you do your own device. Don't ask me how I know. Okay. So I think I will try to hook up the small one to the Chordie. And we're gonna also add ground to the ready pin, and we see what happens, because like from this I have no more ideas what can be done here, and like probably if it's really the ready pin, then yeah, then the way it behaves, it kind of makes sense, because I have seen it when you have a floating pin. So the device will go crazy. I only had like a floating reset so far. I don't know about this one. But yeah, okay. Enough talking. Let's see if we can get anything out of it. So yeah, that actually helped the whole breadboard. Otherwise I would be, you know, resoldering stuff all the time. There was so many changes. Oh yeah, good idea. So I'm gonna put it on the side for now. Here is our abuse victim. Maybe I can remove the probe for now. Okay, where were we? So I think, okay, let's give it a shot. Okay, I see YouTube is having some issues. Okay, that's cool. Oh, maybe not so cool. Oh, that's odd. Alright, I think it's back. Okay, I think I'm gonna just use maybe this. Yeah, we have some wires over here. Over here as well. So that's the left side. So maybe I will just clean it up, because we're gonna connect to the right side. I think I haven't done any other changes over here. And speaking of this one, okay, that's the ground. Clock. It's a little bit messy. I think these are for the sensor. Okay, let's get one more wire for the ready pin. There's total mayhem over here. Everything is disconnected. I2C, some ground pins, what a mess. I think it's better to build a breadboard, kind of like a prototype for troubleshooting, if you're able, than messing around with the fully functional keyboard. Let's do a quick test. .3. Okay, done. Round. Okay. Data. And clock. Okay. Perfect. So, a moment of truth. Let's see. We still have to reprogram it. If I can do it like this. Okay, I think I also, in my rage, disconnect ground from here. Yes, I did. So we have to plug it back in. Otherwise, I won't have boot magic. Now I can just put my finger on the infrared, plug it in to USB, and then I should enter DFU mode, which is programming mode. I don't like the solder joint too much, but I think I have to live with it. Looks like it's gonna give up. Okay, a bit better now, but still not good. Okay, so let's see. Did it boot up? It looks like it did. So now we have to go back and change to 60 to 43. Oh, now I have both defined. How did it work even? Okay, I think that should be it. So 43, I have this defined, nothing else. Technically that should be 65. Now it's correct. All right. Compile. What happens? Okay. Right. So let's see. Okay, left half works. Right half also works. What about this guy? This guy doesn't. What the hell? Oh shit, even with this ready pin it still doesn't work. Oh shit, what is wrong with that? Yeah, it still works if I unplug the TRRS. Oh, that doesn't make sense because it's the same device technically as what we had on the breadboard. Yep, it's dead. Oh well. So that is not good. Definitely not good. Have I made a mistake when building this one? I don't really think so. Yeah, so without the cable it works. with the cable it doesn't. And the funny thing is that it has all the resistors removed. And it's a standard encoder on here as well. Okay, it makes absolutely no sense. I think I'm just gonna drop this. I don't really have any more ideas what can be done with it. Before I drop it. Okay, I don't have ground anywhere to plug in like easily. Okay, so it's the same as it was before. So if I connect the wire, and now it works. I don't understand this. Okay, so connecting the other side kind of kills it. But the keyboard still works, no problem. Now it works. Try. Okay, it's dead as soon as I plug in the wire. Is there anything on the ready pin? Okay, ready pin is giving output, so the device works. It's funny that like I can't see the clock right now. Like if there was no clock, but if I unplug this, yeah, then suddenly clock is back. And now it's fine. Yeah, but this still doesn't work. Okay, so now there is clock. Hey buddy, how are you doing? Now it's fine. No output. Yeah, happy Monday to you. It looks like there is no more proper clock on the I2C. Yeah. I mean, the level is high, but like nothing else. Okay. I think we have wasted too much time on this already. And the conclusions, I have absolutely no idea what is wrong with this stuff, why it won't work. What is even more interesting, that the same setup on the breadboard was fine as soon as I connect the ready pin. I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with this particular board, maybe I messed up something, because I think I was also having issues with the magnetic encoder on this one. So maybe I messed up something. Difficult to tell. Okay, so the question is, should I leave it in the project or not? Very disappointing. So much time on it and still no conclusion. I was also thinking maybe changing Chordie to like dual MCU, so now we have like left and right side. Maybe the issue is with the I2C, but at the same time, yeah, but if I remember correctly, if it was hooked up with just the bare wire, I think it was working okay. So it would only disconnect if it's a USB-C cable or TRRS jack or something like that. So at the same time, I have no guarantee that it will work with like TRS if we go serial connection. Okay, how about we check the bigger one, just to have like the full picture. quick firmware fix. Okay, that should do it. All right. So we have the bigger one, and okay, it works. All right, so let's plug in the. Okay, do we have an? Oh yeah, okay, the output is fine. Okay, and it's dead. Yeah, but it makes no sense, absolutely no sense, because like the keyboard is working, I have output. Why this shit stopped working? Okay, I'm gonna check with the probe. Alright, so now it's fine. So the clock is okay. Yeah, we have like 100 kilohertz on the clock, and this thing works. And now okay, clock is still there, but this fella is not communicating at all. But the keyboard works, so I2C is working okay. It's just this trackpad. And the funny thing is that it's not about like the number of devices, because it's still the same. It's just the wire. Okay, screw it. I think we can forget about this unless we change some. I need to think about it if I want to. Okay, like redoing Chordie for dual MCU, that's gonna be very tricky, I'm afraid. And the worst part is that like everything else worked okay. Like on the breadboard we had no issue as soon as I connect the ground. And it was basically the same circuit, because I mean almost the same, minus the pull-ups, which I have removed from this keyboard. Okay, maybe I should try. Maybe I should add to 4.7, so this should bring it back to like 2 point something for the pull-ups. Doesn't even make sense. Okay, let's give it a shot. Shouldn't be too difficult. Let's check what's the resistance right now. Okay, so it's very similar. It's 2.3. On one. And 2.3 on another. So it's basically the same as what we had on the other on the breadboard. And just like before, so it works like this on here, and if I plug this in, and that's it, it's dead. But the keyboard is working, it's just the trackpad. Okay, that's interesting. So I hook up back was that the ready pin? And now it seems to be working. Oh, come on. Kind of stuttering. Okay, let's see. So yet another mystery. So I plugged back in those two additional resistors. So now we have the same resistance or the same pull-ups between VCC and the clock and SDA. So it's like 2.2 or something. But okay, it works. Let's see. Let's add the other half. It might be stuttering because it can't read the other half. Okay, and that's it. Yeah, so the keyboard works. Trackpad doesn't. No. Yep. Nothing. Not even the reset pin is helping. But at the same time, I don't have. Okay, screw it. Okay, so one last thing for today, which most probably not gonna work as well, but we're gonna give it a shot anyway. So this one. So this was supposed to help us test out our switch from magnetic encoder over here, because it has a feature that if we press the magnet towards the sensor, it should register as a switch, and I wasn't able to get it to work. Most probably it's not gonna work today either, but let's be hopeful. So all I need is a little bit of power. See, this one is coming off already. Crash. Okay, and the ground, I think it also fell off. Alright, so all we need is a little bit of power, I suppose. And alright, so ground for this. Okay, so the yellow wire is the output from the push pin. I'm gonna plug it in like that. Let's see. And nothing happens. Oh, that's a lot of noise. Am I saying correctly? Okay, we have 5 volts. But over here it's a mess. It shouldn't be like this. Let's take a quick look what the data sheet is saying about this. And that should be digital output. It doesn't look like it. It's a really weird output. And also seems like the push is the same for both modes, because we can have like an analog output and we can have I2C. Okay, so that's the push button, right? So So there has to be change that lasts like 44%, that lasts for like half a second. And the timeout is this. I guess this is how long we can hold it, but like looking at nothing seems to change. Output is like constant all the time. So I have my doubts if this even works. Whatever it's reading over here. Okay, one more thing, maybe if we change the mode to different one, because this one is currently, well, I have no idea if it's I2C or what. Let's give it a break for a second. Okay, so now I think it's grounded, the mode pin. So now it's okay, that's VCC. So okay, so now it should be I2C. Okay, so analog is to the ground, and then I2C is the mode is pulled up to VCC, like this I2C interface. Okay, what is interesting is that this leg should be also pulled up. And in okay, that's interesting. Okay, which one? So that's 2 is on this side, so that's the one. Okay, so number 8 should be up here. Doesn't look like it's hooked up to VCC. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so it's not really pulled up. Okay, that is interesting. So something I have overlooked. That's the pin over here. So it says it's Z direction. Yeah, over here. So we have no connection on this one. What if we go analog? Okay, on the analog, so this is ground and this is just Z, so it's okay. Alright, so I think I'm gonna pull it up and see if it has any influence on this push pin in this mode, because currently we are in I2C mode. Don't really have much choice. Okay, so we are back to I2C mode with the pin number 8 also pulled up, and see what happens. And not much from what I can tell. Yeah, the output is very weird, like doesn't seem to be outputting anything. It looks more like a noise, and like adding magnet doesn't really change anything. Okay, one more try. I'm gonna disable this mode. Go like this. Yeah, it's all the same. Yep. And what was it? We are now in analog mode. This should be easy. Everything is high. Okay, no luck. No luck today. Nothing ever works on this channel. Alright, so the push button is also some like a no-go, I would say. I mean, I can't get it to work. Technically it should work like without any issues, but it's not. And as usual, no idea what's wrong with it, because like the spec sheet says, like it's simple stuff, just connect and you get an output. Maybe there is issue with like how the magnet is aligned, although it should work no problem as well, because like it can be pushed, it can be like rotated with this, but nothing really works. Oh boy. Oh, wasted so much time on all this stuff. Chordie would have been done already. Alrighty, so I guess that will be it for today. We have a festive season coming up, so to everyone who's celebrating, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year as well. Most probably I will see you after New Year. We see how it goes, but yeah, most probably that was the plan, to come back after New Year. Maybe in the meantime I can get it to work. Yeah, okay, see how it goes. Maybe I would drop by in the meantime. If not, then all the best for the new year. Thank you very much for joining today, and I see you in the next one. See you in 1 year's time. Bye bye.